Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's me, Eleitta Lorraine. I just wanted to talk to you guys real quick today about something that I guess you could say is near and dear to my heart. My best friend and I had a conversation this morning, and as I was counseling her, it made me think about a time where I kind of ran away from God. For many of you that don't actually know me, I'm very transparent about the things that I've been through. I don't believe that you go through anything for yourself. I believe that everything that you go through in life is for others. So, right after my husband passed away, for those of you that don't know, October 2015, my husband passed away suddenly. Prior to that, I was really in a church, into my word, ministry, all that good stuff. I guess what people perceive as the good Christian. And after my husband passed away, I actually struggled with a few things, one of them being fornication. I have been having sex, and I'm very transparent, I'm very open. I've been having sex since I was 16. I didn't find Christ, I didn't have a relationship with Christ. Prior to getting married, I formed a relationship with Christ in my marriage. So prior to getting married, I was just like doing everything under the sun, to be honest. After my husband passed away, I struggled with fornication. And it wasn't the act that pushed me away from God. It was a feeling of guilt associated with the act. It was a feeling of shame associated with the act. It was feeling like I dishonored God, feeling like embarrassed. It was definitely something that I didn't even tell my best friend, and I tell my best friend everything. I shared it with like one other person, and I felt horrible. It was something I didn't want to do, but I did it anyway. It was definitely a void filler. I felt like it was something I couldn't live without. And I really struggled. But what I want to talk to you about is just the act of walking away from God. Feeling like I don't feel like you can love me the way that you should love me because of what I did. And we leave God's side thinking that He doesn't like us anymore, or that He doesn't love us, or that we're not worthy of the love that He gives us. So we walk away from church unknowingly. We walk away from our godly counsel unknowingly. We walk away from our word unknowingly because we're too embarrassed to sit in what we did. We're too embarrassed to come to God with our pain. How backwards is that? Isn't He the one that we're supposed to be running to in times of hardship? Isn't He the one that we're supposed to be clinging to when we go through things? For an entire summer, I was just so wrapped up in the feeling of what I did that I didn't realize that I was slipping away from God. I struggled. I really did. I wasn't in my word the way that I used to. I was embarrassed to tell anybody, as I said, and it was more so because people look at me as like this good Christian, and I couldn't share with anybody what I was going through because I didn't want to be perceived as not the good Christian. But we do that. Why? So, if you're struggling with anything, if you're going through anything, don't let it push you away from God. Run to Him, cling to Him. After going through everything that I went through, I began to realize that the only person that could bring me out was God. The only person that could heal me was God. The only person that understood that pain that I was carrying was God. So that shame and that feeling of despair, the feeling of how do I want to say it? It was a void. He was the only one that could fill it. He was the only one that could take those feelings away. And yeah, I can't think of anything else right now, but yeah, don't let it push you away from God. Don't let it push you away from God. That's all.